Good morning. I am Dr. R. Jairam. In my previous video, I have given a number of emotions every person is experiencing in his day-to-day life at one time or other. There are more than 2000 emotions every person is experiencing, but many of them are not aware of the emotions. Many of them are unconscious of their own emotions. That is why they are not able to regulate their emotions and they are in trouble. They are losing their relationship, they are losing their career, they are losing their peace of mind. Therefore, awareness of one's own emotion is very important. I already told in the previous video, the emotions are long and many, and therefore I called every person is a bundle of emotions. But how to identify, how to regulate, how to understand all these emotions are very important. Dr. Dalian Goleman, in his book Emotional Intelligence, has defined emotional intelligence as the capacity of a person to understand, recognize, name, and control his own emotions, and also the understand the emotions of other people. That is what is called the emotional intelligence. He has given 5 components of emotional intelligence. The number one emotional component is the emotional self-awareness. That is, every person should understand his own emotions and feelings, his behaviors, his thoughts at his real time. Then only he can accordingly interact with other people and maintain the relations. That is very important. Therefore, it is defined that the emotional self-awareness is recognizing, understanding, naming his own emotions. One must recognize the emotions and understand the causes and consequences of the emotions, and also to name the emotions and control the emotions. That is very important. Now, the first thing, the foundation of the emotional intelligence, if you see that, self-awareness, self-emotional awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. How to recognize, how to identify the emotions, that is very important. I give some 5 important techniques to identify and recognize the emotions. Number 1, whenever we get some emotions, it may be anger, anxiety, sadness, worries, joy and pleasure, or sometimes with the frustration, a depression, fear, or a nervousness, we will immediately understand that we are uncomfortable. Our body is uncomfortable. From that we understand that emotions are there. That is the first signal. The second important thing is our body language. Whenever we get emotions, particularly anger, we get sometimes headache. We get a tension in the neck. That is important. We get sometimes the water, tears will come in the eyes. Sometimes the shoulders will be tightened. Sometimes there is a hollowness in the stomach. We understand that emotions are there. We are feeling some emotions. We immediately should recognize and name the emotions, label the emotions. What type of emotions we are feeling? Sometimes we are not able to understand. Many people are not aware of their own emotions. They are very much unconscious of their emotions. That is why sometimes they express the emotions openly and lose the relationship, lose the careers, lose the peace of life. Therefore, this is very important is identifying, recognize one's own emotions. The second important, I told you, we can do some kind of exercise, practice. We can keep the alarm clock, set it for 2 hours, and we can do our own work as usual. After 2 hours, that alarm will give the sound, you stop the alarm clock, then you just go back for the last 2 hours. What are the emotions you were having? What are the feelings? What are the behaviors? What are your thinkings? You can identify all that. Again, you do the exercise, instead of that 2 hours alarm exercise. After some time, maybe 1 or 2 times in a day, you do it for 10 days or something like that. You note down all these things without giving any judgment. Just note down how you feel, how you will behave, and what are the emotions you are experiencing. It may be anger, fear, anxiety, nervous. All these things note down. So once you note down all these things, you will come to know what is the emotion you are experiencing again and again. That is one thing. Second is what is called the ripple effect. Ripple effect, suppose you are talking loudly with anger, or expressing fear or nervous when you are presenting, when you are making a presentation in the office, you may get nervous. That also a thing, ripple effect. When you get the nervous or you get the fear, the other people will come to know. And that is what is the ripple effect. It will go, it will spread. If you are getting anger, if you express anger in the office, all the people will come to know within 5 minutes. Even at our home, if a father is getting angry with mother, the children will come to know. The children will go to the corner and sit silently. That kind is the ripple effect. From the ripple effect, you can come to know that you are emotional. That is why that ripple effect has taken place. That you can come to know. The another thing is journal writing. Journal writing is whenever you get emotion, a kind of anger or fear, a depression or frustration, you write down in a diary, in a notebook. You write it for about 20 days, 10 days, 20 days, or a month. Then you go through that. Then you will come to know what are the emotions you are feeling it. Then you give the name also. You understand what is the name. You must understand what is the difference between the frustration and depression. There are different things. There is anger and irritation, different thing. Like that you will come to know all these things. Fear, anxiety, nervousness. You all will come to know. You do not note down all these things. That is very important. That is what is called the journal writing. The another thing is asking the other people. If you are having a good friend, you can ask your friend or your mother, your father. They will tell you. They will tell you, you are getting angry every now and then, unnecessarily. You are always sad. Why you are sad? Your face is always looking sad. You are not smiling. Or you are unnecessarily anxious. Anxiety is there. Or looks, you are looking depressed. What is the reason? You are getting frustration or depression. What is the? We are worried. Why are you worried? What is the reason? Like that, the other people will tell all these things. Then all these emotions you note down. That is what is called awareing of our own emotions. That is very important. We should not be unconscious of our own emotions. We must be conscious of our emotions. Then only we will be able to control our emotions. You must understand the difference between the frustration and the depression. Frustration is a short-lived. At a particular moment, if you are not getting, you get frustration. But depression is a long-lived. If frustration continues again and again and again, then there will be depression. Suppose you are going to the your manager's cabin, your boss cabin 3-4 times or 5-6 times in a day. Every time when you come out, you are getting frustration. It goes for 10 days, 15 days, 1 month. The accumulated frustration will lead to depression. Then you will get the depression. That is why many people many officers or some employees are getting depression. They go to the extent of committing suicide also. The students who failed in the competitive examination, for example, the NEET examination, first she is getting only frustration only. But when all the people go on asking again and again, why you failed like that, all the teachers and students, parents and relatives. When they ask again and again, the frustration is continuously coming again and again. Ultimately, she gets a depression. The depression sometimes leads to the extreme idea of committing suicide. The research says the depression is one of the reasons for committing suicide. And that is why some people are going for committing the suicide. And therefore, we should not allow the frustration coming again and again. We should encourage the people. That is very, very, very important. Now, what I have told you now, everyone is having frustration, everybody is a bundle of emotions, but everybody should know their own emotions and the level of emotions, the intensity of the emotions. What are the emotions being repeated by him again and again, either at office or at home or at other places? He should understand all these things. Once he understands all these things, he will plan for regulating his emotions. That is very important. Regulating, controlling, managing one's own emotion is very important. In the next video I am going to give is about regulating emotions. There I will give a lot of ideas how to regulate our emotions, how to monitor our emotions, control our emotions. That will be very useful for you in your life. Therefore, I request you, subscribe my channel and watch my videos. I am going to give another 10-15 different type of videos in my channel for managing the emotions and various situations, how we get the emotions, how to manage. That you please watch it, it will be very useful. Thank you very much. We will meet again. All the best. Okay.